Standard 4th, subject EVS2. On the auspicious day, Jijabai gave birth to a son on 19 February 1630. She named her son Shivaji as he was born on Shivneri Fort. Jijabai did not neglect Shivaji's education. In spite of highly unsettled conditions, she told him the stories of Rama, Krishna, Bhim, and Abhimanyu. She recited devotional songs and instilled respect for saints and great men. Children from poor families came to play with Shivaji. Sometimes he visited them in their huts and shared their simple meal of onion and bhakri with great enjoyment. They invented interesting games to pass the time. The children of Mavlas were like birds in the forest. They would imitate the sound of the cuckoo or parrot or tiger to perfection. Their pastime was building small forts of earth and making earthen elephants and horses. They played hide and seek or played with ball or top. Shivaji joined them in all these games and became popular with them. Students, today we are going to learn a new lesson, that is Shivaji's education. In today's lesson, the main points we will discuss: the beginning of Shivaji's education, rejuvenation of Pune, the achievements of Dadaji Kondev, Shivaji's education, what Veer Mata Jijabai taught Shivaji, the new regime of Shivaji, and Shivaji's marriage. Beginning of Shivaji's education. Shahaji Raje himself was a scholar of Sanskrit. Student, what do you mean by scholar? Scholar means specialized in a particular branch of study, a person who is highly educated or has an aptitude for study. In the Bangalore court, he had under his patronage. Patronage means Shahaji Raje had the power to control appointments to office or the right to privilege artists and scholars of various languages. Shahaji Raje appointed intelligent teachers for Shivaji. Shivaji's education began when he became 7 years old. Soon, Shivaji became skilled in art of reading and writing. He began to read the stories from Ramayana, Mahabharata, and Bhagavad Gita on his own. To teach him the warfare, Shahaji Raje had appointed some teachers. They began to teach Shivaji to ride a horse, to wrestle, to use swords and dandapatta. Thus, at the age of 12, Shivaji became acquainted with different branches of learning and arts. Students, as you can see in the picture, Shivaji is riding a horse. When he was 12 years old, he learned how to ride a horse, how to wrestle. You know what is wrestling? Wrestling is also an Olympic Games. Then you can see the next picture of swords. You can see the different types of swords. In olden days, when the wars were there, the soldiers used to use these swords as their weapon. Soon Adil Shah sent Shahaji Raje on an expedition to conquer the states of Nayakas. Students, what is Nayakas? Nayakas means local chiefs. What is meant by local chiefs? The executives are the elected officers in Karnataka. Before setting out on an expedition, Shahaji Raje sent Shivaji and Jizabai to Pune. With them he sent elephants, horses and infantry. What is infantry? Infantry means soldiers marching or fighting on foot. A treasury. Treasury, the funds or revenue of the state or institution or society. A flag, as also trusted ministers, brave generals, and renowned teachers. What is renowned? Renowned means famous. Rejuvenation of Pune. What do you mean by rejuvenation? The action or process of making someone or something look or feel better or more vital. The action of restoring, bringing to its original. Jizabai and Shivaji returned to Pune. Shivaji remembered his childhood days in which he had spent on Shivneri. After he went to Karnataka, after 6 years, he returned back to Pune and Shivaji was very happy and he remembered all those days which he had spent in Pune. He could see the lofty peaks of Sahyadri again and he became very happy. Pune at that time was not such a big city what it is at present. Pune was totally devastated by Shahaji Raje's enemies. Pune at that time was not such a big city. It was totally devastated by Shahaji Raje's enemies. Properties were damaged, houses were demolished, temples had collapsed. Frightened people had fled from their villages. Fields had become barren. Thick forest had grown. Wolves roamed in the countryside. Pune thus was totally in shambles and in ruin. When people living around came to know that Jizabai has returned to Pune with Shivaji, they took heart and came back to Pune. Jizabai called all of them and assured them that they would be safe in Pune. People started settling in Pune, cultivating their lands. Jizabai had repaired the temples. In the temples, worship began. Morning and evening, the town was again throbbing with people. Thus, Pune was totally transformed. It was changed how it was in the beginning. The achievements of Dadaji Kondev when Jizabai and Shivaji were in Karnataka. Dadaji Kondev looked after the Pune Jagir. He was the Subedar of Kondana. He was very faithful. He was strict. efficient, and honest in his work. He was also just and strict disciplinarian. He served with devotion. At about this time, a big vada or residence was built in Pune by the orders of Shahaji Raje. It came to be known as Lal Mahal. Shivaji's education. When Shivaji returned to Pune, his education continued under the supervision of Jijabai. When Shivaji came back from Karnataka to Pune, even though Jijabai did not neglect his education, it continued under the supervision of Jijabai. While returning from Bangalore, Jijabai and Shivaji were accompanied by eminent teachers sent by Shahaji Raje. They taught him many sciences, branches of learning and languages. Shivaji acquired the knowledge of excellent administration, war tactics, fort architecture, selection of horses and elephants, way of escaping from difficult enemy territories, and many other things. Shivaji's progress in education pleased Jijabai very much. What Veer Mata Jijabai taught Shivaji? Jijabai was no ordinary woman. She was the daughter of mighty Sardar Lakoji Rao Jadhav. He was brave and powerful Sardar at Nizam Shah's court and the wife of brave and valiant Shahaji Raje. She had inherited the knowledge of politics and warfare from her infancy, means from her childhood she had learned many things from her father. In her was witnessed the confluence of the martial tradition of the famous houses of Jadavs and Bhosles. She was the person of freedom loving with great sense of pride. She had learned through the bitter experience that, however, how much a Maratha Sardar display valor, it was not appreciated in the courts of the sultans. She had valiantly faced the shock of her father's murder in the open court at the instigation of Nizam Shah. She had revolted that her son Shivaji would never be engaged in the services of others. She never wanted her son Shivaji should work for others, any of the Mughals or sultans. He would establish the rule of his own people, means Swaraj, the self rule. She was bringing up Shivaji with a great ideal. The people living in the Marwal region were called Mavlas. They were loyal, hardworking, and quick footed. No one would exceed them in hardiness, but they were harassed by the Sultan's rule. The armies of the Sultan used to steal goods from the people and from the villages, forcing the people to abandon their places. Nobody cared for them. Shivaji had intense feeling to do something for these poor, miserable people. On returning home, Shivaji would talk about this to his mother. Jizabai would say, Shivaba, Sri Ramchandra is the ancestors of Bhosle. Rama killed Ravan and made his people happy. The ancestors of Jadavs is Sri Krishna. He killed Kans and brought relief to his people. You are a descendant of both Sri Rama and Sri Krishna. You can also destroy the wicked and make your people happy. The new regime of Shivaji means the new government of Shivaji. In Pune, Jagir, the new regime of Shivaji began under the guidance of Jizabai. As Jizabai was efficient woman, Shahaji Raje had already made the preparation for this. When Shahaji Raje sent Shivaji from Bangalore to Pune, he sent some very powerful and prestigious people who were able men fit to administer an independent kingdom. With their help, Shivaji began to administer the new regime of Pune under the guidance of Jizabai. Maulas got the glimpse of Swaraj. They were Samraj Nilkant Peshwe, Balkrishna Hanumante Muzumdar, Mankoji Dhatonde Sarnobat, Raghunath Balal Sabnis, Sonopant Dabir. These were able men to fit to administer an independent kingdom. Shahaji Raje had specially deputed them to Pune to help Shivaji govern his Jagir efficiently. With their help, Shivaji began to administer his Jagir and to attain people's problems. Shahaji Raje's Jagir was undergoing a transformation. The Mawlas got a glimpse of the future Swaraj. It was, as it were, the dawn of Swaraj. Shivaji's marriage. In those days, people married at a very early age. So Jijamata said, we should now get Shivaba married. Means Shivaji was called lovingly as Shivaba. Then a search for a suitable bride for Shiva began. Soon, Jijamata found a girl she wanted for Shivaji. Her name was Saibai. Saibai came from Nimbalkar family of Faltan. The marriage was celebrated with great splendor. Question number 1. Filling the blanks. Shahaji Raje was a scholar of Dash. Shahaji Raje was a scholar of Sanskrit. People living in Mawal region were called Dash. People living in Mawal region were called as Mavlas. Third, Dadaji Kondev was the Dash of Kondana. Dadaji Kondev was a Subedar of Kondana. Question number 2. Name the following. Built Lal Mahal. Answer. Dadaji Kondev. Second. Name of Shivaji's wife. Answer. Saibai. Question number 3. Answer the following questions. Who appointed teachers for Shivaji and where? Answer. Shahaji Raje appointed teachers for Shivaji at Bangalore. Second, what do you know about Dadaji Kondev? Answer. Dadaji Kondev was a Sobedar of Kondana. He was efficient and honest in his work. He was a just person and strict disciplinarian.